Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kensthetic with the Kensthetics, and I'm here with you guys today with a new video. So first of all, I want to start off by saying this, okay? I recorded this whole video yesterday. I went to edit it this morning and I realized that the video had no audio. Your girl's battery on her microphone was dead. So here I am again, part 2, to record this video for you guys because I really wanted to get this out. Today's video is going to be an info video for my trip to Aruba. You guys had so many questions. This video will be in a similar style to the one I did for Tulum, Mexico. So it's basically going to be titled, "Watch This Before You Travel to Aruba During a Pandemic," or something to that nature, okay? So that's what we're doing in today's video. You guys had so many questions about my trip, so I was like, let me come on here real quick and give the girls the tea on the trip. Things that I did beforehand to prepare, what I did on the trip, my thoughts, my opinions based on my experience. So that's what we're doing in today's video. Before we get started, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and hit that red subscribe button down below and join the family because we're doing big things over here. We're on the road to 8K and then 10K and then 100K. So make sure y'all join. If you guys enjoyed this video and find the information helpful, make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to drop a comment down below with your thoughts, with your comments, with your opinions. Leave it down below. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So just some background information in case you guys didn't watch my Get Ready With Me for Aruba and my Aruba vlog, which you guys should check out. I'll link it above and down below. I went on a trip, a girls trip, for my friend Carisha's birthday from October 29th until November 1st. We traveled to Aruba, which has been on my list for the longest. If you guys watch my channel, watch my videos about travel and all types of other things, I always mention I want to go to Aruba. Flamingos are my favorite animal. I believe that I'm a flamingo at heart. So I always wanted to visit Aruba, specifically to visit the Flamingo Beach. So when she hit me up about this trip, I'm like, girl, we out because I need to go see my sisters. So yeah, so we went to Aruba, had a great time. Make sure you guys check out the vlog so you guys can see more behind the scenes. But first, I wanted to talk about the things that I had to do to prepare for the trip. So unlike Tulum, Mexico, in case you guys didn't watch my info video about traveling to Tulum, Mexico right now, Tulum, Mexico in general, you don't need a COVID test to enter the country. On the contrary, for Aruba, you do. So I did have to get a COVID test before traveling to Aruba. So in case y'all want to see the behind the scenes and more info, more specific info on the COVID test, you guys can check out my Get Ready With Me video where I told you guys all about it. But you have to have your COVID test done. You have to have a PCR molecular test. I think that's the type that they wanted for New York residents. And I had to get it done 72 hours before departure to Aruba. So I left on Thursday at 8 a.m. So I had Monday 8 a.m. until Thursday at 8 a.m. to get my test done and receive my results before entering the country. I got my test done Monday at like 12 p.m. and I got my results back, I think like exactly at like the 48-hour mark. So I was kind of nervous because when I did the pre-screening with the doctor on FaceTime before I went in to do the test, she was like, results usually take 3 to 5 days, but we've seen them come back in 2 days, so you should be good. And I'm like, what happens if I'm not good? What happens if y'all have a surplus of tests this week? But I was fine. I got my test results back in 48 hours. Your girl was negative. Certification was on and popping, okay? So if you guys want more details on the COVID test, what I thought of it and all of that, make sure you guys check out my Get Ready With Me video. But that's the only thing I really had to do to prepare. If you go on Aruba's website, they are very, very detailed about what you need depending on what state and country you're from. So I'm going to put the link down below, aruba.com, I think it is. But the Aruba website has a link where they have everything spelled out for you. Like they even tell you where you could go get your test done. Like when I tell y'all Aruba held it down for the girls, they did. So I'll put that link down below, but it was a super seamless process. There was no confusion, no open questions. They also have an email address so that you can email them if you have any questions beforehand. So before entering Aruba, you also have to complete an ED card. It's basically putting in your information, telling them where you're staying, more for contact tracing and for them to like know who's coming into their country and where you staying and how long you're gonna be there. So it's just for them to be in your business, you know what I'm saying? So you have to complete that. You can either do it before you get your COVID results and then they email you 3 days before your trip and say like, hey, we don't see your results here, you could put them in, or you can do it after you get your test results and just put everything in. I did mine less than the 3 days before I went, so I didn't get the opportunity to upload my results, so I just had to present it to them once I got there. So they give you lots of options, but you have to have the ED card to even board your flight. So the link for that will be down below as well for you guys to complete the ED card. As a part of completing the ED card, you do have to pay insurance for your stay in Aruba. So for the amount of days I was there, the insurance was $30. I think it's a certain amount per day. I don't know, they just told me $30 and I paid it. So you do have to pay insurance for being in Aruba. No matter how long you're staying there, you have to pay insurance. So those are some things that I did to prepare for the trip and things that I had to do beforehand. Your airline is also a great resource. So I flew JetBlue and they sent me a detailed email beforehand like, hey, we see you're traveling to Aruba. These are all of the things that you need to have. So that was also helpful too. So to move on to my flight, as I mentioned, I did fly JetBlue. My flight, I booked, I'm gonna put the exact date on the screen, but I think I booked like ends of July, ends of August, and I think I paid like $380 round trip, which I thought wasn't bad. I knew that I wanted a direct flight because your girl cannot do layovers, okay? I feel like nowadays when you fly Delta, you have layovers in Atlanta because that's where their hub is, and when you fly American, you have layovers in Charlotte because that's where their hub is. JetBlue, I feel like they don't really be changing their flights to give layovers because they don't really have a hub. They have like focus cities, but they don't have a specific hub where they want everybody to get to and then have flights leave from there. So I knew that with JetBlue, unlike Tulum, Mexico, on American Airlines, they weren't gonna add me a layover last minute, and I just hate layovers. I don't know what it is. I just get me there and get me out. So my flight was direct. The flight time was, I think, like 3 hours and 40 minutes. It wasn't bad. I slept the whole time. I had my noise canceling headphones in and I knocked the fuck out. I only woke up when they gave me my immigration form that I had to complete. If you guys watched my vlog, I also included it there. But before you get off the flight to arrive in Aruba, they do give you an immigration form that you have to complete. Just, you know, basic information, how long you're staying, your name, where you're staying, your passport details and all of that. So, you know, regular process, but you do have to complete that. So as always, I would recommend walking with a pen when you are traveling. That's just something that should be in your travel bag regardless. Passport, ID, wallet, and pen. Those are my essentials for my little bag when I'm traveling. The next order of business was the Airbnb. So as I mentioned, it was a girls trip. It was for Carisha's birthday. So Carisha chose the Airbnb and split up the total and told us how much we had to pay. I'm gonna put the link for the Airbnb down below. So as far as the price, you guys can check out the price on the link. But I did want to give you guys my review on the Airbnb. The Airbnb had 7 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms, and there were 7 girls. So we each got our own bedroom and our own bathroom, which I love. I think this was my first trip besides like work travel where I have my own room and my own bathroom. Yeah, I really think this was my first trip besides work trips where I have my own bedroom and my own bathroom. And I really loved it. Like, usually I'm just like, girl, you want to be roommates because, you know, it could be cheaper if we split it. But I feel like at this point in my life, I kind of prioritize like alone time and just, you know, having space to myself. So I really enjoyed having my own bedroom and my own bathroom. I feel like I was way more productive. I was able to get ready faster. So I really like that. If you are traveling in like a group, it's a lot of you guys, then I would highly recommend this Airbnb. There's a lot of common spaces for, you know, the group to gather, such as like the dining room. There's an area, like a little balcony next to the pool area. The pool area is also very spacious. So if you are planning to travel to Aruba and you want a spacious place, then check out that Airbnb. Also, my favorite part of the Airbnb was the shower. I mentioned it time and time again during my vlog, but I love me a good shower. Comment down below and let me know what your #1 thing is when you travel somewhere. Mine is always my shower. Like, if the house has a terrible shower in the pictures, I'm just like, nah, that ain't it. Like, I love me a good shower. I don't know what it is, but I love a good shower, and the Airbnb had amazing showers. The next order of business is hiring a driver / taking taxis versus renting a car. So I know when a lot of people go to Aruba, they do end up renting cars. The island is very small. I think you can drive around the whole island in like an hour and a half. So a lot of people prefer to like rent cars because they're like, you know, I want to move on my own time. I want to make stops. I want to explore. So if that is your intention when you do travel to Aruba, then I would recommend renting a car versus taking taxis. For us, 1, we were a group of 7, so we would have had to rent 2 cars, and 2, we was trying to be lit during our trip. Okay, so it was just like, who was going to be driving? Who was going to be DD? Because it wasn't going to be me. So we just ended up saying like we were gonna take taxis the whole time. The first day, our house lady Angela at the Airbnb went ahead and called us a driver, and we asked him, we were just like, hey, you want to be our driver for the rest of the trip? And he was like, yeah. So as always, we scored another driver in a foreign country. He was really great. He was very punctual. He had great recommendations. We felt safe riding with him. If you guys do want his information, because y'all know I had to gather it for the girl, so if y'all want his information, if you guys do plan on visiting Aruba, you can hit him up before you go. You can hit him up while you're there to get service. So if you guys do want his information, I don't feel comfortable putting people's personal information online, so you can DM me on Instagram at Kensthetic_, or you can send me an email. My email address is down below, and just write me and say like, hey girl, I see that you had a driver on Aruba. I want his information because I'm traveling there, and I will get back to each and every one of you guys. Sometimes life is hectic, sometimes the DMs are hectic, sometimes the emails are hectic, so give me at least 48 hours to respond, but I will respond to everyone. I'm not stingy with information. I'm here to help you guys out, especially traveling to another country. It's always like sketchy getting in cars. That's how I feel. So I just like sharing drivers' information so that when you guys travel outside of the country, you guys, you know, feel safer knowing that this driver is somebody y'all find credible, hopefully that's me, has used and had a great experience with. So if you guys want his information, make sure you ask me for it and I will provide it to you guys. The next thing that I wanted to go to was my opinion on the safety of Aruba. A lot of times, as I mentioned in my international travel video, which I'll link above and down below, I mentioned that a lot of people don't want to travel internationally because they are scared of their safety, which is a valid reason to say like, you know, I'm not going to this country because I heard it's not safe. I'm not going to this country because I feel like a lot of people have bad experiences. But I'm here to let you guys know that my safety in Aruba, I felt really safe. So first of all, with the whole pandemic going on, when I travel, I like to just do research on how many cases the country has. So when I checked Aruba, they had 0 cases for a consecutive week before I traveled. I don't really believe that countries have 0 cases, especially when they're allowing people to come in and out. That's just my personal opinion, but either way, I'm like, they don't have that many cases, and they don't have as many cases as we do in the US, let alone New York. So I was like, you know, I feel safe in that manner. As far as like my safety with, you know, the people in the country, everyone seems super nice. In case you guys do not know, Aruba is known as like the happy island. Everyone there was just so peaceful, so happy. Like I didn't have any bad experiences while I was there, like not an attitude, not a bad customer service, and y'all know how I feel about customer service if y'all watch my channel. Who's honking? So yeah, I felt like I was very safe. Another thing, which is also a review on the Airbnb, is that the door on my room didn't lock. Like the Airbnb lady said that it was messed up from like the previous guest, so she was just like, don't be concerned, you know, Aruba's safe, nothing happens here. And of course, me being a girl from the boogie down Bronx, I'm like, you can't tell me that. So I didn't really make it a big concern, but what I did do is whenever I slept, whenever I moved, whenever I did anything, I had my passport, my wallets, and my personal belongings underneath me. When I slept, passport and wallet right underneath me. I was not playing, okay? If y'all gonna take my passport, y'all have to take me first. So nothing happened as far as my safety in the Airbnb. I would have preferred to have a room that did lock, but the fact that my room didn't lock and nobody did anything or took me, I can verify that I think the country is safe. So I did want to throw that in there in case you guys are curious about the safety in the country of Aruba. So next up is what did we do? So I vlogged when I was in Aruba, and y'all should be proud of me because I don't really like, or I don't really know how to vlog when I'm away, because I'm like, listen, I paid for this trip, I need to be on this trip. But I was able to have an equal balance of vlogging and still having fun and enjoying my trip. So I did want to run through the itinerary real quick. If you guys want more specific, if you guys want to see anything that I mentioned throughout this part of the video, please check out my vlog because I showed almost everything that we did within the vlog. So the first day that we got there, October 29th, I got there first. My flight came in at like 12 o'clock. I got to the Airbnb, I showered, I settled in, and then the other girls came and we had like, you know, a little greeting. I did want to say that I only knew like 2.5 girls on the trip, and I'm gonna say a half because I met one of them through text, but I never met her in person before. But everyone was super nice, super cool. It was nice meeting everyone. We had a great time, and I feel like this is something that I would have never done. I don't want to say my past life, but before, because I'm just like, listen, I know my friends. My mother always told me, like, you know, you don't need to have too many friends. But now I feel like I'm broadening my horizons, and everyone on the trip was super chill, super fun. I really had a great time. So the first night we went to dinner at Fishbone, which is a restaurant in Aruba where you're literally like having dinner in the water. Our feet were in the water. And I felt like it was a very good experience. I like my feet being in water in general. I love getting pedicures because my feet is in water, but it was a really nice restaurant. I ended up getting pasta with marinara sauce and a side of french fries because, in case y'all don't know, I don't eat seafood anymore, and majority of their menu is seafood, so I did want to point that out. They did have a chicken option on their menu, but they said they ran out of chicken for the day, so I'm like, all right, let me just be real basic and get what I know. Give me some penne and marinara sauce and some french fries and 2 strawberry frozen margaritas. Okay, so that's what I had. My food was really good. My drinks were amazing. Like, those were the best frozen margaritas that I have had in a hot minute. So I was really excited about that. When I did read reviews on it, a lot of people went there during sunset time because you're literally like, your view is the ocean. So I can see there having a beautiful sunset. So if you are interested in going there, I would recommend probably going for sunset because you can have the views and you can have the food and you can have the drinks and you can have a vibe, okay? But us going for dinner, it was fine too because they have like blue lights in the water. So you still have like a nice, beautiful view. So I would highly recommend it. If you are planning to go to Aruba on a vacation, I feel like that's the perfect place for you to go for dinner as well, but it's nice to go with your girlfriends too. I did want to point out that in Aruba, they do not seat more than 4 people at a table. So whenever we went out, we always had to split up like 4 and 3 because it was 7 of us. So I did want to point that out too in case you guys are planning on going on a group trip. So after dinner that night, we ended up just going to the house, playing games, drinking, getting lit. And then the next day came. So the next day was October 30th. And this is the part that I really wanted to clarify because I mentioned it in the vlog, but I didn't really want to go into too much details because I wanted to thoroughly explain it to you guys. So you guys probably saw in the vlog and in my stories that we were back and forth between the Airbnb and the hotel. So we knew that we wanted to visit the Flamingo Beach. The Flamingo Beach is a private island that is owned by Renaissance Hotel. So in order to get to the island, you either have to have a day pass, which costs $125 per person, or you have to have a room, like you have to be a guest at the Renaissance Hotel. We found that it was cheaper to get a room, split it between 2 people, then pay $125 per person. So if you are interested in going to Flamingo Beach and you're not staying at the Renaissance Hotel, because I heard that the Renaissance Hotel, like the lobby and stuff is cute, but the rooms aren't all of that. So we were just like, we'd rather stay in the Airbnb where all of us can be together and then just do the room since it was cheaper to get us access to Flamingo Beach, if that makes sense. If y'all have any questions, leave it down below because I will be answering everything. But I did want to clarify that because y'all probably was like, wait, sis, you was at an Airbnb, now you at a hotel, like, what are you doing? So that's the reason why we were back and forth, because we did want to do the room since it was cheaper. So a pro of doing the rooms, even if you're staying at an Airbnb, is that you will have access to the Flamingo Beach and Iguana Beach the day of your check-in and the day of your check-out, versus a day pass where you only have access for that day. So also it was like, oh, if we wanted to go back to the beach the next day, we could, but we just didn't prefer to because we were only there for 4 days. So I did want to, you know, clarify that too, because we checked in on October 30th and our checkout day was October 31st. So what we did is the 30th, we went to the hotel, we went to the beach, and then the next day when we had to check out, Carisha and I was like, oh, lit, we could get some content and bring some outfits. And when we did the checkout for the hotel, we stayed around and took some pictures around the hotel as well. So if you are going to Aruba, you're a content creator, then that's an idea that you guys can use too. But the 30th, we checked into the Renaissance Hotel and then went to the Flamingo Beach. So to get to the Flamingo Beach, you have to go to the dock behind Lucy's. I believe Lucy's is a restaurant that's owned by Renaissance, but it's right across the street from the hotel, and behind it is like a boardwalk, and you'll see the little boat with the R symbol on it for the Renaissance Hotel. You show them your day pass or your room key, and then they give you access to the boat. The ride from the dock to the beach it was like less than 5 minutes. It is a rough ride, it is a fast ride, so make sure you hold on to everything. And it wasn't bad at all. I don't get motion sickness, I don't, you know, get sick on water, so I was fine, but it was a very quick ride, I will say that. So we went there, we stayed there for about like 4 hours. They do have like a bar with food. They have a restaurant there too if you want to sit down and eat. But we stayed there for 4 hours. We took pictures, we played with the flamingos, we chilled, we drank and all of that. And then after a while we were just like, okay, let's go. My review on the Flamingo Beach is that it is like, the purpose of it is to relax. So you can't go there blasting music. You can't, like, you're not gonna go there and hear music, loud music. They have like little whisper music playing at the bar, but nothing too loud, because the purpose of it is for you to relax, and I really like that. But next time I go to Aruba, I definitely would go to the beach 2 days, take 1 day to do my pictures, another day to relax and actually enjoy it. So that was just my review on the Flamingo Beach. Also, I did bring multiple outfits, so in case y'all didn't peep on my Instagram pictures, I had my pink bathing suit and then I had a yellow one. So if you are going and you are a content creator, pack outfits. Like everything I'ma say, I said in my Tulum video too, pack outfits, pack outfits, pack outfits. Get that content in, girl, get it in, get it in, get it in. The night of October 30th, we did our Halloween party. Carisha's birthday is on October 31st, Halloween, and she wanted to do her WAP inspired Halloween party the night of the 30th going into her birthday. So we got home, we changed, we got cute, we got lit. We got very lit and we had a great time. So if y'all didn't see the Instagram stories, I don't know what to tell y'all, because when I post certain things, you just gotta see it and go forward. It's not saved. It's not, you know, if you screen record it, that's your business. But we had a great time during the Halloween party. So the next day, October 31st, was Carisha's birthday. And that day she wanted to do a boat party. So in the morning we went, we checked out at Renaissance Hotel. We got our pictures in, and then we came back to the house to get ready for the Boost Cruise boat party. So we booked our Boost Cruise with Pelican Tours, which is a excursion company in Aruba. We paid, I think it was like $59 per person, but I'll put the link down below. I believe it's cheaper if you have like more people, but I'll put the link down below so you guys can see all of the information. The Boost Cruise was 2.5 hours long. It included unlimited drinks at the bar. It included a little snack. They gave us like a chicken burrito and tortilla chips, and it included 2 stops where you have the option to go snorkeling. We didn't want to do snorkeling, so we just stayed on the boat drinking, taking pictures, chilling, talking, kikiing, and before we knew it, like, it was over. But it was like a good length, because I don't like all day excursions, if that makes sense. So 2.5 hours to me was the perfect time. So once we got back from the Boost Cruise, we had late lunch slash dinner at Pelican Nest, which was a restaurant as soon as you got off of the Boost Cruise. I did also want to note that the Boost Cruise, I believe they have 2 options. Our Boost Cruise was at 2:30, and they had another option at sunset, which we saw people boarding once we got back. So if you want to do it like, you know, during the day, then you have the 2:30 option, and if you want to see sunset, then you have that sunset option as well. So we had late lunch dinner at Pelican Nest, which is the restaurant as soon as you got off the boat. Yeah, they had a happy hour, and I'm just like, oh, I think it was like $5 drinks. I'm like, oh, we in there. I had my first drink, and I'm like the drinks wasn't hitting. I'm gonna just be honest. The food was okay. I got like a breaded chicken strips, like chicken tenders, fries, and sweet plantains, and it was okay. Like, it was good because I was hungry from the day, but it wasn't like, it wouldn't be my choice of a restaurant, especially being outside the country and me being able to eat whatever I feel like I want to eat, you know what I'm saying? So I did want to tell you guys that the lemonade, that strawberry lemonade, was slapping though. So that was just my thoughts and opinions on the restaurant. If you want to go after you get off the Boost Cruise, then go ahead, but don't expect to be getting any type of supreme meal. That night we got back to the Airbnb and we got ready, and we went to South Beach, Aruba, which is one of the like popular going out night spots in Aruba. So we got ready, we got our taxi, we went there, and they basically have like a strip where everything is. It's like Hooters, like different bars, hookah bars, drinking bars, restaurants, and all of that. So we got there maybe at like 9:30, 10, and we sat down, we had hookah. The hookah was good. We had drinks, the drinks were good. But what we didn't know is that, not that Aruba has a curfew, but all of the spots have to close at 11. So at 11:02, the cops pulled up, and we were kind of confused, like, what's going on here? Because, you know, we from New York. We like, the cops, like, what's see? So they came and they basically shut the spot down. They had to like rush to check everybody out, give us our bill, take our form of payments, and then they was just like, y'all gotta go. So the cops came out like 11:02. The spot was like closed by like 11:10. Bar closed, DJ gone, and all of that. So if you are planning to go out, I think he said, the club owner said that after November 5th, I think it is, that they'll be able to stay open until 1 a.m. So I would just say do your research if that's something that you're going to be interested in when going. But yeah, we could even stand up to dance. We had to dance in our chairs. So they were very strict about their social distancing rules, which I kind of respected, because I'm like, okay, at least they're taking this seriously. But at the same time, I'm like, damn, I have my hookah, I have my drink, now what? Okay, yes, my memory card ran out of space, but your girl's back. So yeah, spots closed early. After I had my hookah and my drink, I was just like, okay, what do I have to do? But what I had to do was go home, because that's exactly what we did. So we took the party home. We stayed there for a little, and then we ended up going to bed. So our last full day was November 1st, and that day we did a birthday brunch for Carisha at the house. In case you guys don't know, Carisha is extra AF. If y'all don't follow her on Instagram and aren't subscribed to her YouTube channel, I'll put the information on the screen and down below. But she brought her own decorations, her own plates, and the theme of the brunch was all white. So she wanted all of us to wear white, and then the decorations were like turquoise, gold, and white. It was super cute. And we woke up early. We cooked all the food. We made pancakes, French toast, home fried shrimp. We had a lot, okay? The mimosas was hitting, great meal, great vibes. We took some pictures, and then we were just chilling in the house. We were like, it's our last day. We want to get lit. We still have all of these drinks left. So we ended up getting lit. And after we got lit, we ended up going out. So my friend Michael, in case y'all don't know, Michael's one of my closest friends. Period, air mics. He was in Aruba too. It was his first day on November 1st. So we were just like, oh, let's, you know, meet up and go out. So we ended up going to the spot. I think it was called Sandbar. It was basically right across the street from South Beach, Aruba, the spot we went to the night before. Same rules applied. Spot closed at 11. Can't stand up to dance. The DJ at Sandbar, I don't know if it's because we ended up being there longer, but the DJ at Sandbar was better to me. But it was a great time. Hookah was good. I didn't drink because I was already lit from the pregame in the house, but I heard the drinks were good. So another great spot for you guys to add to your nightlife list in case you guys are visiting and are interested in going out at night. Y'all can hit up Sandbar. But yeah, the next day was the day we were all leaving. I left out first. My flight was at 2:50, so I left the house at like 12:15. But we woke up early, cleaned up, packed, laid out by the pool, tan for a bit. My stomach felt really bad that morning. I ended up feeling better by the time I had to get on the plane. But yeah, so that was everything we did in Aruba. I think I covered everything. If I didn't, then the vlog should have covered it. So check that out. But I had a great time. I definitely want to go back to Aruba after, you know, the whole pandemic calms down, because I feel like I'll probably have a better experience. Hopefully I could go on a vacation to Aruba, because I feel like it gives me that vibe too. Like, it was cool for the girls trip because all the girls were like, cool, we were in the Airbnb together. But yeah, I'm trying to go on a vacations Aruba. So that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, it was a great experience. I would highly recommend it as a place to travel to right now during the pandemic. After the pandemic, I had a great time. I think that you guys would too. Would definitely recommend it to everyone. And yeah, I am gonna have a blog post out with more details. I feel like I can be more detailed writing versus doing a video. I can also update it. So if you guys have any additional questions, leave them down below. I'll be answering them down below, and they'll be covered within my blog post. The link to my blog post will be in the description box, so make sure y'all check that out. My blog post on my, yes, I said it, my website. So make sure y'all check that out. But that's basically it for today's video. If you guys have any questions, make sure y'all leave it down below. Real quick, I wanted to address today's look because I forgot to do it at the beginning of the video. I still have in my faux crochet locks. I've had them in for a little bit over a month, and they still hanging in there, okay? Baby hairs is looking kind of question mark, but y'all know what I'm saying. The locks is still looking good. These earrings were my birthday earrings from 2018. If you guys remember, I wore them when I was in the Philippines for my birthday. So I got these from Forever 21 a while ago. They were like $3. And then I have on this chiffon shirt that I got from ASOS a while ago. But I just wanted to get real cute. I told myself I'm gonna start looking a little bit more decent within my videos, throwing on more pieces. So hopefully you guys appreciate it. I'll link similar items down below in case you guys are interested in today's look. Oh, and my lip gloss is Fuzzy by Fuzzy. Why it sound like I'm not saying it right? By Fenty Beauty. One of my favorite glosses from them. Real cute or whatever. And my lashes, Lash the Door on Instagram. In case y'all are in New York and New Jersey and want lash extensions, hit her up because she's popping. But that's basically it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. This video is going up Tuesday, November 10th. The devil will not stop us. The dead microphone will not stop us. This video is going up on November 10th, so y'all will see this video, and my next video will be on Thursday. It'll be my expected Black Friday sales video, which you guys have been requesting. So that's basically it for today's video. I feel like I'm rambling now, so until my next video on Thursday, I'll see you guys later.